Okay, so let's review for our test tomorrow. For the first one, we want to expand out this log. Okay, so we want to separate this entire monomial. This argument needs to be separated and have its own argument for each variable that's in here. Okay, so we're going to separate d, c to the fifth, and the fourth root of f. All of those are going to be completely separated. And then we have to figure out how. Now, if they're being multiplied, then you're going to separate them by addition. If you are dividing, you're going to separate by subtraction. So they all need to have the exact same log base b, and then from there we're going to expand them. So we'll have log, base b, d, and then since these are being multiplied, I'm going to add log base b, c to the fifth, and then subtract because fourth root of f is being divided. Okay, so log base b, and then instead of writing fourth root of f, I'm going to write f to the 1/4 power because that means the exact same thing. Okay, now what's really important is that you need to throw the exponents in front because these arguments need to be completely isolated. All right, so this is going to now turn into log base b of d plus 5 log base b of c minus 1/4 log base b of f. Okay, and this worksheet, again, this is the one that we did in class as our activity. There is a printout that you can print off online, a blank copy, if you want to go through this again. Okay, I put all the blank copies of the reviews online as well, just so you guys know. All right, so the next one we're looking at, we need to condense this entire expanded log. And the log base is 2. So all of these have the same base. So they are all going to be put into log base 2. And we're going to put them all in an argument. And whatever is being added is going to be multiplied and stay up here. Anything being divided will go down below. Okay, so we're going to start with k. And since k is the first log and it's positive, it's not negative at all, we're going to put k right up top. And then over here, we have our m, and in front of it is a negative x. Okay, so first we need to make sure that the m to the x power gets changed, and this as well. Okay, so it's going to be n to the 3/7. But since there is a subtraction sign, it's negative. This means it's going below. So this is going to become m to the x. And then over here, it's going to turn into n to the 3/7. So this is going to go down below. But instead of 3/7, it's going to actually become n cubed. And it's going to be the 7th root. Oh, that's a 7. Okay. And then the last one is log of 2p. And that's positive, so that's going to stay up top. All right. So moving on now to solving. We need to solve for all of these problems. And we need to make sure that we are condensing. Condense all of these, both sides. Okay, every single side has got to be in a single log. So first step is going to throw the exponents in, or put whatever's in front as an exponent. There can be nothing in front of the log. All right, so this is going to be rewritten as log base 6 of x squared equals log base 6 of 2 to the 4th. And if you did divide by 2, that would have totally been fine as well. All right, now we can drop the logs. We can get rid of them because there's single logs on both sides that are exactly the same with the same base. And now we can just look at the arguments. So we have x squared equals 2 to the 4th. And then we need to take the square root to get x completely alone. So I'm going to take the square root of this side, and 2 to the 4th is going to turn into 16. And the square root of 16 is going to be 4. But anytime we do take the square root, it's going to be plus or minus 4. But we do not accept the negative 4 because if we were to plug it in here into that x, this would be a log of a negative number, and that is not okay. So x can only be 4, and that is it. Okay, for number 4, we need to solve for this as well. So we're going to be make sure that you put everything that's in front of the log as the exponent. In this case, it's just the 1/3. Okay, so I'm going to rewrite this as log base 3 of 2 plus log base 3, and instead of 8 to the 1/3 power, it's going to be the cube root of 8, and that equals log base 3 of x. And now I want to condense the side. Okay, this side over here. So I'm going to put everything into log base 3. There's 2, and there's the cube root of 8, which turns into 2. So I'm going to have 2 times 2, as both arguments come together because of addition. And then I have log base 3 of x. And since they're the same and they're single, drop them. So we have 4 equals x. All right. So that's how we do the first 4 problems. I'm going to make another one for the next 3, and then I will go on to the back page. I would like to send a shout out on this page to Chris Slack. I will see you soon.